Are you a prepper or homesteader looking to connect with like-minded people in your area? Looking to start your own preparedness group? Already have a group? Well, look no further than PrepperNet. PrepperNet is dedicated to personal responsibility, individual freedoms, and being self-reliant. PrepperNet has monthly meetings in over 100 cities where you can meet and learn with like-minded people in your area. PrepperNet, where preppers unite. Find us online at preppernet.com.
Good evening, everyone. If you're a prepper, you're in the right place at the right time. This is the Prepping Academy, skirting the globe through miles of fiber optic cable at nearly the speed of light directly to you, with your hosts, Forrest and Kyle. Coming to you from the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina, the information you get from the show could save your life. Whether you're a veteran, beginning prepper, or just curious, there is something here meant for you.
That's right. Something here is meant for you.
I like the just curious part.
The just curious, yeah.
Sounds like you.
Yeah, we don't like the just curious. Either all in or all out. Oh my goodness, we just got this working within the last 30 seconds.
I've been waiting. You like ran in, jumped through the glass door, and started hooking up wires.
I got everything connected in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was
10.
Pretty amazing to behold.
Hey, welcome to the Prepping Academy. I'm Forrest. We got Kyle sitting across the table. We are live from the Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina. And it is Friday night. Woo! Come on.
I never do woohoos.
Oh, you don't?
I'm not one of those people.
But we are live. Hey, if you're over on Blog Talk Radio and you just started listening to us, you can go over to prepperbroadcasting.com. Listen to us over there. You can also, we have an interactive chat room. People are chatting. That's what they do in the chat rooms. They chat.
Oh, I usually
Actually, they don't even chat. They type. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, they call it a chat room.
Yeah, it is
they should call it like a text room.
Exactly, typing room.
Yeah, that sounds kind of nerdy.
Yeah.
Though.
So if you're Blog Talk, go to prepperbroadcasting.com, and you can listen to us there, get in our typing room.
Yeah.
Hey, and if you want to call in, be honest with you, people are not going to call in at this point. They're either listening to us or not.
Yeah.
You can call in and listen. Hey, and if you're listening to this on a podcast, thanks a lot. We're at preppingacademy.com. Preppingacademy.com. We are live right now, though.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I guess every time someone does a podcast, at some point they're live.
Yeah.
So, Kyle, I'm going to say the famous words. How was your week?
Oh, I thought you were going to say your gag. You try and do that a lot.
How was your week?
Yeah, my week was all right, man. You know, it's looking up. I got an interview tomorrow, and got a few other things I'm working on. So my week started looking up. It was a little slow in the earlier part.
Kyle with a job. I'm not sure if I can handle that.
Yeah, I mean, remember that all the time when I had a job and you didn't?
Oh.
Oh.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
I do remember that. I mean, if you get a real job, we won't be able to eat and get pizza every week.
I'll be out that way. We can just stop in and eat. You'll just have to be less talkative.
Okay, so this past week, before we get to
notice I didn't ask how your week was.
Yeah, why don't you ever ask that, by the way?
I don't care.
Dude, that's just so wrong.
You talk so much anyways, I already know.
Oh my gosh. Actually, we'll get to what I went through last weekend, but we want to start off, because we don't want to change things, is we always do a segment. Oh, by the way, we do want to thank our sponsors.
Yeah, you need to do that.
You can't name one sponsor we have, can you?
Sawyer
water filters. Okay, yes you can.
Tack Bar.
Who?
Tack Bar.
Tack Bar. You named two.
Okay.
Tackbar.com. Yep.
No. I mean, I named plenty. I'm not gonna go through the entire.
Retreat Realty.
Yeah, Retreat Realty. That's
campingsurvival.com.
Yeah, and you said there was another one.
There's Survival 401k too.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And there's one more.
And we're signing another one this week.
Yeah.
So we're gonna change how we do that. We'll actually have some commercials. Kyle's going to sit in the studio and record some commercials.
Mm-hmm. Well, with my sexy voice.
I thought you would say with your AR-15.
No, because it's going to be over voice. It's not going to be like they're going to be able to see me.
We'll just check. Hello, my name's Kyle.
I'll reach over and slap you.
So anyway, that's our sponsor. So right now, in the very beginning, we always do this thing called Kyle's Conspiracy Theory of the Week. Kyle is actually Alex Jones's brother.
No, Did you see though? He's actually in court right now. He's getting divorced.
No, I
And
didn't
they
see
said that he has, and this is not a conspiracy.
Did he call you and ask you for advice or something?
He did.
Okay.
No, he really didn't. But I seen that they actually said that he's basically like textbook narcissist, and he has a tendency, I kid you not, even in public, to take his clothes off. Like his wife has actually like brought that up in court. Like, you know, he'll be having dinner with friends, and he'll just start taking his shirt off and his pants.
I have no problem with that. Because
do.
right now I'm burning up, and I would love to take my clothes off.
If you do, I'll kill you. After I gouge out my eyes.
It is hot in here.
Yeah, it is a little warm in here.
And we just ran in too.
Yeah, and he can't even like tell you like what grade his kids are in because he's so obsessed with his show and you know the website and everything like that. He can't even tell you anything.
At least he knows he's got kids.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
There are plenty of men out there who don't know they have kids.
So what are you going to do with for your brother, man? I think you should take some time off and spend some time with him.
You go down to Texas? No, it's too hot. Too hot.
Okay, Kyle. What is your conspiracy theory this week? Wait a second.
We're all gonna die.
Okay.
No.
That's a good one. So
Yeah, that sounds more like yours.
Okay.
You know, everyone keeps talking about World War III.
World War III.
You know, it's kind of like this foregone conclusion. And I'll just be honest with you. This is kind of my own conspiracy. I think that this is all being very, very well orchestrated, but it's going to amount to North Korea being the one to take the blame. But I think it's all going to be China and Russia and other nations who are just going to use them to do something.
Dude, this isn't a conspiracy theory.
No, it is a conspiracy theory. Is it proven fact? And this is my theory. I've been saying this for years, that North Korea is like that perfect little pawn. They have a large military. They can wear us down slowly by continuously making us use up our assets. And if they do anything that can be blamed, you know, on them, say, even if Russia or China gave them a missile and said, hey, this can evade anything that the United States can throw at it in one single EMP, just launch it from here. They can do that, EMP us, and then everyone else. It's perfect like Red Dawn scenario. And that's like classic conspiracy theory right there.
Dude, I'm not with you on this being a conspiracy theory, though.
What? Because you don't think Red Dawn's possible?
Oh, well, Russians invading? No.
You don't? It could be the Chinese.
No, because we sell a lot of things in Walmart. They have to keep their economy going.
Do they really need us? Or do they need other nations?
I think they need us. I think we're the only country they do need.
With the amount of gold and silver that nations like China and Russia are buying up, they're going to ditch the dollar sooner than later anyways.
I'm just getting into what we were going to talk about tonight, and you're making
that's called a segue.
It's a segue. Okay, so your conspiracy theory is there's going to be a World War III. No.
I didn't say my conspiracy theory is there's going to be a World War III. I said my conspiracy is that North Korea is being used as a pawn by other nations, and they'll be the ones to be the first strike.
Yeah, they have nothing to lose. They can hide their
like,
entire population underground.
It's like whenever the crap hits the fan, I'm going to send you out in the woods first.
Yeah.
It's a perfect pawn.
Okay, so your conspiracy theory is
that
other countries are using North Korea to start a major war.
Yeah, they'll be the ones to deliver the first punch. They'll take the full load of the punishment that Trump unleashes.
Dude, we could nuke them, and they could just be gone.
You could never nuke them enough. They have so many underground facilities. They have such a large army with reserves. We could nuke every major city in that place, and I guarantee you they're going to keep coming out from underground. It's going to be another Vietnam.
Okay, if we sent the city of San Francisco there, and they populated inside North Korea, they would all become liberals, and their country would fail.
Yeah, no. I don't know.
You don't like it?
Yeah, your theory's a little...
Okay, I was just thinking out loud there. Okay. We have a lot of nukes. I mean, gosh, we could create a crater about a mile deep over there. So, okay, that was Kyle's conspiracy. That was the worst theory ever.
No,
I mean, tell us something about JFK.
No, I already did.
Planet X.
I already did that.
Watergate, something, but
sometimes you gotta come up with original stuff. Anyways, let's complaining and get into your topic.
Okay.
You've been itching at this all week, so I mean, just get to it.
Okay. Oh, so this past weekend I went to Heritage Life Skills.
Tell me, what is that?
Heritage Life Skills it's put on by Carolina Readiness. Let me get my cards here. It is put on by Carolina Readiness Supplies, by Bill and Jan, and it is an awesome prepper store up in Waynesville, North Carolina, and it was amazing. It had some big names there. Thank you very much. It had some big names there. Skinny Manic was there. Dave Kopler, which is Southern Prepper 1. It had Scott Hunt, Jane, Survivor Jane, Rick Austin. Who else was there? Horton was there. There was a ton of people there. Just everyone in the prepping industry that is got a big name. I mean, Southern Prepper 1 was there. That was crazy. And so on Friday night, I gave a speech on survival groups. And also, to sum it up, is if you're not in a group, you're going to die. That was kind of what I went on. And of course,
everyone's going to die.
And then Dave Kopler, Southern Prepper 1, came behind me, and he spoke up about really operational security and retreat security. And then afterwards, we stood up on stage and we took questions from the crowd. And that was really cool because he's like the biggest name in the industry. I don't know. It's a guy I've watched every one of his videos.
I don't know. I was more of a fan of Yankee Prepper. That was a joke. That was
no,
definitely
you
a
like
joke.
probably Patriot Nurse.
Everyone likes Patriot Nurse.
No, she's mean.
What? Just because, she turned down your friend request
I know.
on Facebook.
We tried to get her here and she wouldn't come.
Yeah.
But anyway, she's not mean. But every name, it was pretty cool. Then on Saturday night, Bill Fortune, scared the poop out of everyone.
I heard.
By talking about what's going on with overseas and Trump and all this stuff. So everyone left thinking that we were going to die.
Hey, let's take a quick break.
Are you a prepper or homesteader looking to connect with like-minded people in your area? Looking to start your own preparedness group? Already have a group? Well, look no further than PrepperNet. PrepperNet is dedicated to personal responsibility, individual freedoms, and being self-reliant. PrepperNet has monthly meetings in over 100 cities where you can meet and learn with like-minded people in your area. PrepperNet, where preppers unite. Find us online at preppernet.com.
And yet here we are on Friday, still alive.
Here we are. We're still here.
I will say, based on what you said, the rhetoric is picking up a little bit. There are some economic shockwaves going on, different things. But I'm not curious, I don't know. It's interesting. In the prepping industry, you always hear, there's always these weird cycles of
We're all going to
silence. And you just have this guttural feeling something's going to happen. Any day, something weird's going to happen. And it's going to be that thing that kicks it off. You probably pay attention to the news this week. Everything is going up in Berkeley.
Yes.
And the liberals are trying to really come together, and now they're talking about doing weapons training and getting guns and being organized, and we're canceling parades and speaking events, and it's interesting that they're saying that they're anti-fascist. And since when have we been fascist? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a little interesting.
And 50 years ago, that was the campus for free speech.
Yeah,
and now it's free speech if we agree with you.
Yeah, you can't even have a thought.
Yeah,
and it's basically now you're demonized for opening your mouth.
Crazy. So yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, but Heritage Life Skill is a must go. It was in training. It was in classes. There were people everywhere. It was in this old school building. So let me tell you this one. A friend of mine, he runs our Asheville. We have a group called the Carolina Preppers Network, which is over 4,000 members, and we have meetings in 11 cities in the Carolinas every month. You can go to Asheville, you can go to Raleigh, Fayetteville, you can go to Myrtle Beach, all these cities. It's at CarolinaPreppersNetwork.com. And we have meetings in all these cities. Well, the leader of my Asheville, I told him that I was going to stay actually at the building that we're going to have our, the
speaking engagement.
Yeah, the speaking engagement, the expo, whatever you call it. And he immediately sends me a bunch of texts saying, dude, that place is haunted. Have you not read the articles? I wouldn't stay there. It's haunted. All these things. And so I didn't know, but the dude's making all this up.
Oh, okay.
So I get there and I'm checking in. I'm like, yeah, I heard this place is haunted, and people just kind of look at me, and I'm like, yeah, they told me it was haunted. And everyone was kind of looking at me strange, and then all of a sudden they started going with it, and I had no clue. They were like, people. They were like, oh, have you seen the photos they've taken of the child walking down the hallway? And I'm like, what? They totally pulled one on me.
You had to have sucker written all over your face.
I did. And finally, when I figured it out, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Payback is heck, right?
Yeah.
That really threw me for a loop.
It's a wonder that handshake thing that I tried to do that didn't go through with you. That would have been great.
When you started rubbing with your finger on, that just didn't feel good, man.
Yeah. That'd be great if every prepper meeting you were like, here's a secret handshake. And
we do have a secret. No.
Yeah, no.
So I taught a class on spy. It was called Spy Class. And it was awesome. It was 3 hours of just jam-packed. I mean, I went from one thing to another the whole time I was going through.
Did you play the James Bond theme the entire time?
No, I didn't, but I need to.
No,
but look, so today I get to work.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been telling me, oh, you're teaching Spy Class. So a guy today brings in handcuffs.
Okay.
I kid you not. You see my wrist? See that?
You forgot your safe word?
No. Look, you see that? There's rings around my wrist.
Yeah, I see.
So he goes,
pretty rough.
He goes, so Forrest, so we had like 12 people in the lobby. He goes, so you taught about a Spy Class? I'm like, yeah. He goes, we're here. Put your hands behind your back.
Mm-hmm.
And boom, he handcuffs me right there. And I got 12 people watching me.
Yeah.
What do you think I'm going to do? I laid on the floor and cried like a little baby. No, I had to perform.
Yeah.
I had to break out of the handcuffs.
Yeah. How long did it take you?
It sub 4 minutes.
Okay, that's not.
Oh yeah, and I dropped the hairpin twice, and they wouldn't pick it up for me. So I literally had to get down on my hiney, find it, and then stand back up. And I did it twice. So that
where did you have the hairpin?
Well, I knew they were going to do this.
Oh,
yeah.
So here's the thing. So if
I had it staged in the back of my pants.
Okay, but if you didn't have the hairpin, you'd have been SOL.
Well, I would have found something else in the office.
Okay. So to take a paper clip, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I knew they were going to do this because I heard him say this. I heard him through a wall saying that he was going to make me do this. So I was ready for it. But I was sub 4 minutes. They timed me. I was about 3 minutes, 52 seconds. But if I wouldn't have dropped the pen twice and had to get on my butt and pick it up, I bet I could have been sub 2 minutes, 25 seconds.
Excellent. Okay.
But look at my wrist, though, because I had to sit down and then get up.
Yeah.
That killed me, and my wrists are still red.
Yeah, something from this story seems like it's missing, but I'll just,
That's
I'll leave it.
That's a true story, man.
Yeah.
It can be verified.
Sounds like there's more. I'm sure there's people listening who are laughing right now.
No, gosh, no. And then, okay, and so I'm at the camp, and they tape because I showed them how to get out of duct tape. Of course, I'm talking again. Yeah. Don't know how many times they do it. Yeah. And I asked him, he goes, I don't know, because I practiced with 5 times around my wrist. But I swear I think they went like 11.
Oh, okay.
I still got out, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that at work with the zip ties. I showed them how to do
I did the zip ties thing as well.
Yeah. I just did to show off, though.
Oh, man. What's like that?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So anyway, so I'm not going to tell people I'm teaching a spy class anymore because that hurt today.
Yeah, you can just tell them.
And it rips all your hairs off when you do the duct tape.
Yeah, and if you show people those, I mean, the chances are they might not believe it. They might think you're into something else.
Yeah, duct tape, man's best friend. Mm-hmm. I went to a company today and they had duct tape everywhere. To this company, duct tape was a tool.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, most people, it's not a tool. It's a tool.
Yeah.
It's a vice grip they were using it for. It was crazy. Yeah. Anyway, that was my week. Heritage Life Skills. That was Carolina Readiness in Waynesville. It is like a pilgrimage. Am I saying that right?
Pilgrimage, yeah.
Yes, because it is like I won't say it's the biggest prepping store in the world, but it is. Everyone needs to make it up there to this store.
Oh, okay.
Because they have everything. I mean, it's like a prepper's dream to walk in. It's like, like a hunter going to Bass Pro Shop?
Yeah.
It's like a prepper walking into this facility. It's like, Wow, they got freeze-dried food. They
It's
got
like a candy store.
knives. Yes.
Candy store for
Yeah,
preppers.
they got.
Okay.
Oh, they got Flint. You know.
Okay, your
it
voice
is-
is creeping me out a little bit right now. You need to calm down. Talking about handcuffs and all that.
I know, dude. It's been a week. So anyway,
Yeah.
my spy class went great. So good that they asked me to teach it at Prepper Camp.
Oh, cool, okay.
Rick and Jane Austin, and Prepper Camp in September. And what we're going to do is we're going to break it in 2 classes instead of just 1 long class. So,
Okay.
but it was really good.
That sounds exciting.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I met some wonderful people.
I know, you finally met your man crush.
Who's that?
Southern Prepper 1.
Dude, yeah, well, and
You
then,
make fun of me for Alan Kay, but the way you talk about Southern Prepper 1. And that mural over there on the wall is a little creepy.
dude, and we have a photo of me and him on stage as he's
I know, you
we're
sent
taking
that.
questions. I sent that to you immediately.
Yeah, and wasn't that with the emoji with the hearts in the eyes?
No. He was one of the most humble people I've met.
Yeah, you told me.
He was really nice.
That's cool.
And so, anyway, that was my week. And then next week, we're going to the Mother Earth Conference
Oh, yeah.
in Asheville.
You're going to put your wig on and hippie it up? Some tie-dye? And
Well, yeah,
bell-bottoms?
their preppers go to it, but they're homesteaders,
Yeah.
hippies,
Absolutely.
and preppers.
You know who needs to go to that is Ellie. She needs to go to that.
What are you saying about Ellie? Because I'll kill you, because she's in my group. I'm going to kidnap her.
I mean, she's a hippie.
Oh, so
Total
okay.
hippie.
So they had these 2 ladies running the registration booth.
Okay.
So they had like 2 lines for people to register, and then I guess 1 line for speakers to register. And so I was in line, and I look at the class list to see where my room is and all that stuff, and I literally said, "Hey, where's the kidnapping class?" And the lady down there, doing a little paper, she looked at me and she goes, "The kidnapping class?" I said, "Yeah, I thought it was a kidnapping class on, I need to brush up on my techniques." I thought she was going to call the police right there on the spot. It was hilarious. It was funny.
Yeah, I could see that.
You could see that.
I could see
Me, practical joker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, anyway, this week. Oh wait, Mother Earth. That's just a weird name.
Yeah.
News Expo or something is what it's called.
Okay.
It's in Asheville. I'm going to be there on Saturday for sure. I'm not speaking at this. It's kind of weird for me to speak there on survival groups.
Yeah, that'd be a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would not.
But we'll have a.
If it's the way I think it is, you're gonna make a lot of people very paranoid, and it's not gonna go well. They're gonna start having some bad trips.
Yeah, they may be smoking weed as they're walking
that's
by.
what I was.
Yeah, that's what you were thinking.
So
I don't know. I've never been to it, but I'm really looking forward to it because they say a lot of people go. So we will have a table. I will have some. I'll be signing nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Photos
I like to sound like we are popular within our homes.
Yeah. Yeah.
My kids think I'm a hero.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're on the internet. You're big news.
Yeah. But so if you're going to be there in Asheville, we will come by on the Carolina Preppers Network table and introduce yourself. And I'm going to try to get Kyle there for today. Can you not go Saturday with me? Dude, quit your job. Work. Okay.
But anyways, enough about Mother Earth.
Okay, go ahead.
So this week's show, we were talking specifically about being prepared.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like for the show itself, that's kind of like a duh moment.
Right.
Really, you got to strip on.
Oh, okay. I feel better now.
Yeah, I'm happy you feel
Sorry,
better.
I just took my shirt off. I thought that'd be funny. You screwed up.
Yeah.
You messed up. Okay.
Yeah.
I do have a T-shirt on.
Yeah. Good. Well, I'm happy everyone,
Okay.
for the seriousness
Could,
of the show.
I was waiting for you to
Thank God we're not on YouTube Live or Facebook Live right now.
Well, I have a T-shirt on, but he stumbled. I'm kind of hot.
I knew you thought it was funny. That's what was funny to me is that you thought it was funny.
I started taking my shirt off. Okay. Go ahead.
All right. So we're talking about something serious. We're talking about being ready. And obviously, the show's called The Prepping Academy. How is this different from any other show that we've had in talking about being prepared? Why now? Why is it so important to be prepared?
You mean our savior of America, Donald Trump's not going to... Well, that's what all the preppers thought. Hey, we got a right...
You thought that way. You thought that way whenever
No, wait. We can go back to the show, the first one of the year, my predictions.
Yes.
I said that things were going to go nice and easy, and then all heck was going to break loose.
But you thought he was going to do a lot more.
I did. I had hope.
Yeah.
He ain't done jack.
Yeah. Yes.
And that's because the Republicans' fault. We control.
Oh, yeah.
They control.
Well, even he sat there and said he said there was a statement within the past 24 hours where he came out and he said, I'm a globalist as well. And I'm like, dude, you know what? No, that's not. The White House changes everybody that walks in there. And Obama, I'm not going to say it changed him. He just already was what he was.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is now things are getting worse. GDP is lower than they were anticipating. Stocks are up and down, back and forth. Housing bubbles look like they're getting ready to collapse, or are collapsing. I mean, economies across the world are getting hit in a variety of different things. War is looking imminent. There's just a lot of stuff that can go awry right now. I mean, I've seen that credit card defaults are a record high. You know what the number one thing I seen was that's being sold right now? Most Americans are buying?
Guns.
No.
What?
RVs. Mobile homes.
Ooh. I'd love to have one.
Yeah, we would love to.
If you want to donate one.
Yeah, we can sponsor.
Well, you know, I'm not saying this is bad. I mean, because how many times in the last 4 years have people, in a sense, cried wolf? Oh, the Shemitah, we need to get all our prepping. Everyone was motivated. But you know what? People actually did get better prepared.
They did.
And so right now, everyone's going, gosh, Trump is can't save America possibly. And he's actually may cause some wars. We may go to war. We don't know what North Korea is going to do. And people are getting nervous. And when people get nervous, people get more prepared.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's okay. Well, but at some point, they're going to go, okay, I've heard this before. And that's kind of where we are.
Here's the thing for me. As long as I've been a prepper and I've been interested in all this stuff, and I would say that really began back in probably 2001. I never really worried too much about Y2K because I read up on it enough to feel kind of comfortable with it. And, old men like you, they were working on the computer systems that I could have, faith on. So that was all good.
Dude.
Oh, you like that?
I got my 19 right here.
Your what?
My 19.
Oh, your Glock 19? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The pretty one.
Anyways. So I think for me, it's like there's these highs and lows like I talked about. Like you go through this period where something happens and everyone gets really, really prepared, whether it be a news story or an actual event. And then there's these ebbs and there's this silence and people start to get nervous. They're kind of like something's getting ready to happen. I should do a little bit of something. And it's just these ups and downs in prepping. And here's what I'm going to say. I've always been fairly consistent with my preps. Whenever I have money, I do things. Do I go on vacation? When's the last time I went on a cruise? Do you remember whenever I went to the Philippines last year?
I've only known you for 3 years.
Yeah. No, we've known each other longer.
Have we?
Yeah, we have.
Okay.
But when I first met you, you weren't on my level of prepping, so I kind of...
Oh, my gosh. Dude, you were sitting by yourself in the corner in the church, and I went up to witness to you.
No, actually, I went up to witness to you because you were talking about how long you could store fuel using Stable. Oh. You don't remember that?
No, I've never used Stable. I'm a PRG guy.
Yeah, we were talking about Stable. Okay. I have a better memory than you.
You probably do, that's for sure.
But anyways, there's a lot of preppers out there, and I'm not knocking if you go on vacation or something like that. But the time really has come that if you do not see everything that's going on, do not doubt anymore. Mm-hmm. You are the frog in the pot and the water has been brought to a boil.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a matter of how long it's going to take you to cook at this point. So do yourself a favor. And if you were sitting here thinking, hey, we're going to plan this really nice vacation coming up in June when the kids are out of school, scale back on your vacation plans a little bit and think about what you need to do as far as finishing your prepping.
No kidding. I mean, rice is $16 for a 50-pound bag.
Yeah. The past few weeks, even before all this stuff in the news, I would say even like a month ago, I purchased I didn't really purchase it so much. I kind of lucked out and got a really nice work table. I've been working on a couple guns. I've been working on my preps. I have everything organized. If I needed to bug out, 15 minutes tops 2 people, load up my truck. Everything's packed, stored, spare clothes, everything I need, ready to go. I'm just done out the door.
Well, I was telling someone the other night, and I meant this. This is nice things I'm going to say about you. So I'm only going to do this one time.
Okay. Just once.
I was telling my Asheville leader, I said, I've known a lot of people in the prepping world, but Kyle is one that takes it serious every single day, and he's ready. Right now, he is ready. And not many people do I know I've met that I could say they're ready right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because you've been doing this for years, and it's more of a lifestyle for you.
Yeah.
And I think it is for me as well. But I have a calm demeanor about myself.
You saying I'm not calm? You saying I'd pistol whip someone if they looked at me wrong? No, I might.
Dude, every controversial thing that's been said on this show
has probably been by me.
It's been you dispatching people. I had people at Heritage Life Skills
bring that up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I feel very very honored.
Yes. And that was from when we played the conflicted card game, which we have some conflicted cards to give away. I forgot. See all them up there?
Oh, yeah. Good
on
deal.
my shelf?
Good deal.
So we'll have to figure out a way to give them away. The thing is, you got to be ready. It is a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Yeah.
But at some point, if you join the marathon late, you got to run to catch up with the other people. In a sense,
you do.
And so, if you're new to the game, you believe that something's going to happen, you got to go.
Yeah.
And that means, and this, I hate saying this, but that means you've got to spend some money. You've got to allocate some time.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got to change some of your activities.
Do you know what the most depressing thing for me is in this lifestyle of prepping?
Not having any friends whatsoever?
No, I prefer it that way.
Okay.
Like my fortress of solitude.
Okay.
No. There's so many people that I come across that I will discuss prepping even when I'm at work with a complete stranger. I'll see, maybe a Gadsden flag or something like that, and I'll name drop for the podcast and variety of things. But even friends and family, people who have known me for, years and years, the most depressing thing is whenever I convey an urgency, and maybe they even come to me and convey the urgency, and I tell them what they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And a month later, I say, hey, did you get that done? Oh, no, well, this came up, and I want to go do this and this, and it's really depressing because I've gotten to this point. I think I told you this probably a year or two ago. I've kind of gotten to this point now where it's like, when I'm out in public, I no longer see people as just people walking through. I literally see people as like
The Walking Dead.
Yeah, well, I kind of do. I kind of see people like that person's dead, that person's going to live, that person's, and the majority of people.
You can go tell them and give them life.
Yeah, I try. I try to talk to people. I try to put it, in. Even people who are not of the same mindset, people who are liberal or whatever, and maybe some people just have a thing about them that they come across as a good person, and I think, God, that's like the type of person who has a lot of potential. I see potential in people, and I think, God, man, I'd love to have you like in my team. I'd love to have you do something, get off your butt and take the initiative.
Yep.
And they just don't.
Paul's right there. Our producer is telling us we got to take a commercial break. Hey, we wanted to thank our sponsors, CampingSurvival.com. Tom is the owner there. He's in Sanford, North Carolina. You will be surprised. You can buy some of the same things from him cheaper than you can on Amazon, even if you have Amazon Prime, because he offers free shipping on a lot of things. And Ross, which is 401k, Survival 401k. He allows you to take your 401k and your IRA money and use it for prepping supplies, guns, ammos, food, the works. It's amazing what that gentleman can do. That's called Survival 401k. Hey, we're going to take a quick, short break, and we'll be right back after that.
We have exciting news. You can now afford to have your own freeze dryer. That's right, for the first time ever, it's possible to have a freeze dryer in your home. It was invented right here in America by Harvest Right. With this new appliance, you can freeze-dry your own food and it will last 25 years. Imagine freeze-drying fruit, vegetables, meat, and your own homemade meals. It's as easy to use as a microwave. Learn more about this amazing home freeze dryer at harvestright.com. Again, that's harvestright.com.
Hey, want to get the best deals possible on preparedness items locally and online? Check out the American Preppers Network Buyers Club membership, APN Gold. APN Gold members get exclusive benefits including access to discounts and specials to the best preparedness stores on the web. Save big by getting APN Gold today, online at apngold.com or dial 1234-JOIN-APN. That's 1234-JOIN-APN or apngold.com.
Hey, Joe Alton, MD of store.doomandbloom.net here.
And I'm nurse practitioner Amy Alton, and we're here to get you medically prepared.
A lot can happen in the uncertain future, natural disasters, epidemics, terror events, but we're here with medical kits and supplies that will help make you a medical asset in times of trouble.
From first aid kits for the trail to complete family medical survival kits, we've got an entire line to help you deal with injuries and illnesses in any scenario. Compare our kits to others and you'll agree that only our kits are assembled to work best when help is not on the way.
So get a quality kit from a doctor and nurse practitioner and not some mass-produced knockoff. Often imitated, never equaled.
That's store.doomandbloom.net, store.doomandbloom.net.
And hey, get the essential guide for when medical help is not on the way, the Survival Medicine Handbook, 3rd edition. Find it and the all-you-need-to-know Zika Virus Handbook on Amazon.com.
Okay, guys, welcome back. We got Kyle and Forrest. We are the Prepping Academy. We are live every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch us at prepperbroadcasting.com. And then if you missed that, we're on iTunes, Stitcher, all the different podcasts. And you can listen to us at your pleasure.
That sounds
weird.
That sounds weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't listen to us.
At your convenience.
Yeah.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, pleasure. Yeah, what's going on there? Hey, we just want to tell you guys how much we appreciate you guys listening. Our numbers are going up and up every week, and it makes us feel good that maybe we're helping some people, getting some people motivated.
Yeah. This is the only reason I do this. Is really for the people out there, because if you have knowledge, you gotta share it.
And that I know that from you, and he's not telling a lie here. Maybe some other times, but because really, let's get down to it, Kyle. You don't like people.
Oh no!
But in this format, you don't get it's just you and a microphone and my beautiful face on the other side of the microphone.
Half of that was true.
And you like to share your knowledge like I do, because I do this, the Carolina Prepping Network or the Carolina Preppers Network. Man, if I could ever make money and quit my job, I would do it in a heartbeat. But it just can't be done.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things we've talked about before is, I used to be a closet prepper. I was never really a closet prepper.
I was a closet prepper,
I like talking to people about it because, it's kind of like for me, like sharing the gospel and stuff like that. It's kind of like I like to put it out there and say, hey, there's this thing you can do, and it'll make your life a lot better because tough times are coming.
Well, one of the things I talked about on Saturday night at Heritage Life Skill was, hey, when you commit, your friends are going to change, your activities are going to change, things are going to change, but actually I think it's for the positive, because now I have friends that I could actually trust my life with or my family with. Before, I just had friends.
Yeah.
Follow me on that? And
I'm kind of different about that whole thing too, because we live in a generation where if you're on my Facebook, you're my friend. And like,
oh no.
Yeah, no. Friend to me means I can actually trust you with my life.
Mm-hmm.
If the dedication is not to that point, then you're just an acquaintance.
So let me ask a question, Kyle.
Yeah.
Do you trust me with your life?
You're getting there. You're getting there. Oh,
people wanted you. They were asking if you were going to be at Heritage Life Skills. I mean, I had many people come up to me and say, "Is Kyle going to be here?" Yeah. And I said, "Kyle doesn't exist."
It's kind of like what's that movie with Brad Pitt? Fight Club, where Brad Pitt's actually a figment of his imagination.
Okay.
What really happens here is we're the same person. We're just going back and forth. You just change your voice.
I'm really good.
Yeah.
I actually get up out of my seat and go to the other chair.
Yeah.
That's how good I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's complex.
Okay, so there's a lot of news going on. I mean, we had a CME last week.
We did, which I don't know.
I know you question it.
Yeah, I do question it.
But I have the photo and the information that shows that a CME hit the United States. If you go to Zero Hedge, you can see the big. Okay, people go, why didn't it hit in the desert? There's no electronics in the desert.
Well, here's
look at
what
all
I'll
the
point
major
out.
cities there that you can see: Dallas, some part of North Carolina, part of Arkansas, Atlanta.
Here's the thing.
Many places were hit.
Why didn't it hit major cities? Like, all right,
it could have been cloud cover.
New York.
I don't know.
No, it has nothing to do with cloud cover. It has nothing to do with that.
It could have been the
Chicago,
flying
Atlanta, Washington, New York, Boston. Major cities there. But why did it avoid
I don't know.
Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio?
How else you explain?
All them.
How else you explain Boston, Minneapolis, Chicago, Detroit, Washington, Atlanta, Dallas, Houston? All the big cities with a lot of people that would complain. Because if you're in a small city in Podunk, Illinois, and your power goes off, you just don't think anything about it.
No, I mean,
but when you have 10,000 people in Atlanta complaining about it.
What about Miami? Why didn't it? It's not.
It's a little bit down to Miami.
It's minimal. It hit major cities.
Last week, the NASA and other organizations were warning us of a solar storm.
Yeah, and we've also been getting warnings about cyber attacks as well. I'm just saying, I think it's very.
So you think there's
ironic.
Conspiracy theory here?
No, I mean, I think it's very legitimate.
Okay.
I would be interested in going back and seeing what the attacks looked like on that day. Cause, you know, there's live.
We haven't heard a lot about it since it's happened.
No, and that's one of the reasons I'm kind of like, all right, well, if it was that big of a deal with the CME, more people would be covering it.
Yeah.
Because they would be talking about the vulnerabilities. If it's something in cybersecurity, they want it to be hush-hush, and they'll slide it under the rug. That's usually the way the media works.
So we don't know. Maybe we'll find out one day. Maybe the only way William Fortune will tell us. He always seems to be in the know.
You know, I kind of agree. Like Michael was saying, if it was the CME, you know, we would have seen more of an orange blanket across.
Michael's in our chat room, by the way. He's my Columbia, South Carolina leader, by the way. And he needs to open a net, Amron net in Columbia. Anyway, so maybe you know CME, but okay, so what signs are you seeing right now that people should get ready?
Oh, God, there's everything. Everything from the economy. I mean, jobs numbers, they really haven't changed that much. I mean, I know they're saying they're getting better, but the amount of people unemployed. The only thing that's really actually happened is we have less immigrants coming into the country. But the left is so stirred up now. It's kind of like we were, but they're the ones that are really, they're the useful idiots. They always have been.
The useful? There's such thing as useful idiots?
Well, I mean, that's what Stalin called them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're finally seeing progression. Communist Party of America numbers are jumping. That should tell you something right there. They're calling us, you know, they're saying that they're anti-fascist, like they're the good ones. Typically, whenever a nation is about to go into like a civil unrest period, usually that's what the other side does. They typically call you traditionalists first, and then they'll start calling you radical, then they'll start calling you insurgents, and it just depends who's in power and how it plays out. Luckily, Obama's not in the office anymore, so, you know, we don't know, or we know that that's not going to be turned against us and make us look all insane.
Well, you know, Amron, which is, Carolina Preppers Network is a huge fan of Amron. Amron is an emergency communication network put up by JJS, which is John Jacob Smith.
Yeah.
We love what he's doing, and we're helping him roll this emergency communication out. Well, Amron went to a level 4 last week. Level 4 level 1 means there's no communication at all. I mean, so that's the worst. If it gets there, everything's over. There's really no communication, anything. Level 5 is there's no problem. They went to a 5 to a 4, which means in their scale, it's time to harden your equipment. If you have radios, you need to disconnect the antennas and put them in EMP Faraday cages. And so, I mean, the dude's in the know, and he's got a great organization. They know what they're talking about, but he may mention that we could go to level 3 here soon. So people getting nervous.
Yeah.
People didn't get nervous with the Shemitah. They just kind of like, okay, is something going to happen? Because we had no idea.
Yeah. There's enough things happening now
that we can see.
Yeah. And I think it's one of the things that, made me not want to vote for Trump is, I hate to say it, but the man is, I definitely think he's narcissistic. But, and I'm not going to knock some of the things he's doing, but whenever you put someone like that up with some of these other world leaders who are also narcissists, they don't tend to really get along that really well, so it's kind of looking more and more like something could actually happen, that he might just pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I believe he's crazy now.
Yeah.
I think he's got ways he thinks he can protect himself, and he would go down as a long hero for the North Koreans.
Interesting enough, I forget the gentleman's name, but the guy who actually predicted that he would win is also predicting that he'll be impeached next year.
That can both happen.
What, that he won and be impeached?
Yeah.
I mean, that's happened before with presidents. They win and then they get impeached.
You're talking about Trump?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Trump was set up by the globalists just to fail.
Yeah. Everything that's happened right now.
I just sounded like your brother.
Yeah.
Alex Jones.
Honestly, I haven't really listened to him at all because he pumped up Trump so much that it was kind of like, it was actually kind of nauseating. He had so much of a man crush.
We have some people in the chat room tonight. In capital letters, so we know you're talking to us, we just tell us what scares you the most and what's going on. And then we'll maybe mention your name online, and then we will hunt you down. No, we won't hunt them down. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun, though.
That does sound like fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, we should do that sometime.
Yeah.
Do a prepping class where we hunt you.
It would help if you gave us your name and address, though.
Yeah.
North Korea, big letters.
Yeah.
EBT.
Spider. You know what? Spiders.
Spiders.
Actually, we had that issue tonight. It wasn't a spider. It was a cockroach.
Oh, yeah. We had Hippies. Okay. EBT cards. Oh, yeah. EMP. Gosh, you guys are scaredy cats.
Michael brings up a great point, though, with the EBT crash. If something does happen.
Oh, they'll go nuts.
Well, and we see that, have you heard anything as far as shutdown, give, take, what's going on? Because it sounds like the Democrats were like, hey, if you want to avoid the shutdown, you're going to drop the wall, you're going to drop Obamacare.
Yeah.
Pretty much all his promises are just going to be out the window in order to keep the government going into debt, which I think is kind of crap.
Russia and China using North Korea as an excuse to nuke the U.S. That's what you said.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, snakes on a plane. So there's a lot of things. Everyone's putting something different. That's interesting that there's so many different, line after line. Civil War. Oh, my gosh. World War III. People going nuts in there.
Civil War, honestly, kind of confuses me. I wouldn't know who to shoot.
Well, I do.
And so that would.
I do. You would shoot everyone.
Yeah, that's I need more ammo.
That's your. You need like an ammunition.
I need like a PO box. People can start sending me.
Yeah, you're crazy. Mm-hmm. Government shutdown.
Wait, dispatch. Dispatch.
Yeah.
People.
Economic crash. There's a lot of people. So again, if people want to start prepping, we've got some great mediocre podcasts.
Yeah, they were early. They're pretty much like
they're mediocre. No, they were good information,
I'm kidding.
But we're still not very good. But we got some. Go back in our podcasts. Look at our feed. We got Prepping 101, Prepping 102, Prepping 103, Prepping 104. You're gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh wait. We didn't do the die one.
Yeah. We should do that sometime. Top 10 things that will kill preppers. That sounds like a good show.
Number 1, cow.
Maybe. It's getting to that point though where don't be just thinking about yourself. Be thinking about others. Think about family and friends, and just tell them like, look, I've been talking to you about this for weeks, months, years, whatever, and just tell them like this is the time. Have a really sincere sit down and be like, look, you're either doing it or you're not. And whenever you're not, there's only so much I can do to help you. And then you just become, a weight around my neck too.
Let me tell you this story. And this, it absolutely, it bothered me. I met this young lady at at Heritage Life Skills. And she was telling me, hey, she has some kids, twins,
Mm-hmm.
and she left her husband and twins in a southern state to come up to this Heritage Life Skills. And I could see immediately a little pain coming into her eyes. I could see something. And I asked her, I said, well, was your husband okay with this? And all of a sudden, it's like the floodgates opened.
Mm-hmm.
So she was so concerned, she left her twins, came up to the meeting so she could get some skills, learn how to do a few things, and her husband is totally against her. And I could see in her eyes, man, I admire that girl. She was amazing. And then William Fortune scared the poop out of her. Yeah. And I think she drove home that night. It was like 6+ hours she had to drive home, which really concerned me.
Yeah.
So I sent her a message saying, hey, did you make it home okay? And she did. But that's the kind of people right there I want in my group and around me.
Yeah, there has to be.
I know her husband wasn't nice to her at all or kind to her about it. And that bugs me.
Well, there's so many people. I mean, I had something mentioned to me at work this past week where someone's like, Kyle, you're a glass half empty kind of person. And I said, no, I'm a realist. Like, I'm not.
I hate that. I hate when people say that.
Yeah, I literally feel like that's like one of the most low-minded comments you can make.
I'm a half full. There's nothing negative what we're looking forward to. I mean, you're looking forward to.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, I'm a realist. I see what's going on.
Right.
And I try to be prudent.
Mm-hmm.
And
so some of the things that they can do is go back and listen to our podcast to get ready. I mean, this is about getting ready. And what do you got to do to get ready? You got to prepare mentally, physically, and with things. You got to have things in this world, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You got to have food.
Yeah.
You got to have guns. We go through that in the Intro to Prepping podcast. They were really mediocre. I mean, good information.
Yeah, basic.
Yeah, they're good.
Basic.
Good stuff. I mean, you should go listen to that. But getting ready. Okay, here's something. But the preppers at Carolina Prepper Network, I hope they're not listening to me. The 4,000 members we have in the Carolinas.
Yeah.
It is time that they step up their game and get off their butt too.
Yeah.
We've had people there for 3 years that they're learning, but they're not pursuing skills to have skills.
Yeah.
They're just there to soak down information. They think that's going to get them. It's time that I was thinking about making like a core group, meaning if I see you improving and I see you wanting to improve your skills,
mm-hmm.
and I see you doing the steps necessary to do that, I may bring you into a different group and we meet at different times so we can all kind of do that together. Follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of a merit-based system.
Yeah, it's kind of like the highly interested or highly motivated.
Yeah.
If you're highly motivated, let's train together.
Yeah.
I can learn from you, you can learn from me. I don't know how people would take that, though.
Yeah. I think my biggest fear is that there's so many preppers out there that they've taken baby steps for too long, and they have this hesitancy about whether to live in this world or to prepare for the next one, so to speak. I'm not talking about a spiritual thing, but it's a conflict because you want to have nice things in this world as well as, things for what may come. And I don't know, man, some of these people, particularly, you talk about the meetings. You go to these meetings and you talk to these people and they, I have, 5 AR-15s and I shoot once a year. And God, to be honest, man, they scare the crap out of me.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think there's too many people that sit there online and all they do is they type away and they're like these keypad warriors or mall cops. and I mean, it's just they think they're tactical and they don't understand that this is a real world application.
Could be life and death. So this next meeting, May 11th, it's on radios and comms. I've sent out there at least 3 times. There is 2 hours of homework you must do before you come to the meeting.
Yeah.
It's 2 hours of videos. If you're serious, they're going to watch these 2 hours of videos. They've had more than a month to do this. I am very curious to see how many raise their hand when I ask them if they watch that.
Yeah.
And it's from the American Redoubt, John Jacob Smith's Comms Up program, and they're great, and you learn a ton. And if a lot of people don't raise their hand when I ask them if they did that, I may throw egg in their face. I don't know. I'm going to do something drastic. I may strip naked.
Tase them? No, don't. Fuck God, for the love of God, don't. I'll tase you. Seriously.
So, but I mean, it's time to. I mean, and I know people are different in their lives, but I don't mind teaching the masses.
Yeah.
Basic stuff. But I'm ready to get a group around me, more than my survival group, for us to all kind of step up our game.
Yeah.
So,
well, I think the biggest thing for me now is if you're a prepper.
I'm a prepper too.
You're liable. It's like if you're going to sit here in a chat room on a website or whatever, it's time to step up, because whenever something does happen, people are going to look to you and you need to be prepared.
Right.
You're responsible. Quit screwing around and,
Yep. So, well, guys, I know it may sound like we were rambling tonight. We really weren't. We just, gosh, we wish we could come to this microphone, take you by the shoulders, and go, guys, it's time to step up your game.
Or slap you. I
won't say that because some of them are bigger than me. And slap you. It is time. It is time to take this to the next level. Hey, we are the Prepping Academy. That's with the ING. A lot of people get that confused. ThePreppingAcademy.com. You can go there, join our mailing list. We do this because we love doing this. We absolutely think that we help people. I know that we've encouraged people sometimes. We're going to start, with our sponsors a little bit more, getting that out. We're going to have a brand new website that's coming out. It's being created right now. We're trying to take this to the next level, which the only way that could be done, maybe we can get better hosts. I don't know. No, I'm pretty good. Maybe I can get a better co-host. No. Mm-hmm. But we really appreciate you listening to us. We are the PreppingAcademy.com. Every week we come on. This week was kind of more of an open topic because, man, it's just getting real.
Yeah.
And it's time for everyone to get real. The chat room has just absolutely been hopping tonight. There's been a lot going on, a lot of subjects. Man, it's full in there.
Yeah.
But, hey, send us an email. Hey, if you were at Heritage Life Skills and you're supposed to send me an email like you promised, because someone had questions or whatever, you got to do that. Go to preppingacademy.com. We enjoy this, and we will see you guys next week.
Not see. We'll talk.
We'll talk. We don't even know what the subject is. We just,
we wing it. No.
Hey, listen to our old podcasts. Like us on iTunes. Tell everyone how great we could be. We are.
Huh.
So.
All right. Well, guys, you have a good night. Be practical. Get crapped on.
We need some kind of log out.
That's what I just did.
Would you crap on?
No, I said get some crap done.
Oh, some crap done. So, G-Man, our producer, is getting ready to play some music, and we're going to slowly fade off into the sunset.
Sun's already down.
Or holding hands.
Unless you're in California.
Oh, there we go.
Thanks so much for listening to the Prepping Academy with your hosts, Forrest and Kyle. Live on Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern on the Prepper Broadcast Network at PrepperBroadcasting.com. We'll catch you next time on the Prepping Academy.
Has your data been hacked? Do you feel uneasy about the vulnerability of your personal information online? Were you involved in the Target, LinkedIn, or Microsoft data leaks? Don't know? If not, then pay attention. Join Forrest Garvin from PrepperNet for a free webinar on privacy and security. Gain insights into safe internet browsing, VPNs, crafting online aliases, secure emails, detecting if your data has been hacked, and managing passwords. Secure your spot today for this webinar on privacy and security. It's free. This webinar delves into comprehensive strategies for bolstering your online privacy. We've got you covered, from fortifying your passwords to shielding your financial information and mastering state-of-the-art encryption techniques. We're offering 2 convenient dates to suit your schedule. Reserve your spot now at preppernet.com/privacy. Don't let cyber threats erode your peace of mind any longer. Take the first step toward a safer, more secure online experience by joining us for our free webinar. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to safeguarding your privacy. Sign up now at preppernet.com/privacy. We'll see you there.